This, ladies and gents, has been the biggest stressor for your boy.
This is Frankie to the Moon. He's a 2-year-old mini Australian shepherd that loves to run, play frisbee, and eat snow. Like a lot of snow. And I'm Joey. Now since I've gotten him, I've taken him duck diving, running in the woods, adventures with other Aussies in Ottawa, and even crate training. And since we've moved, he's developed some new habits. Let's talk about them. Now, since we have moved, it's been fairly quiet here, especially in the mornings, especially from around like 7 or 8 a.m. when I wake up to around 12, which it is right now. It's very quiet. And the reason being is because Frankie has developed some new habits, let's call them. I wouldn't say they're bad things, but they're not the greatest things, and one of those is he doesn't like to come downstairs, which is where I work. This is where I have my office. So he's been quiet. So let's go say hi to him. Hello, mister. Have you had some good naps? Yeah? Whoa. One of the things that he I forgot about this. Every single time I hit record on the camera, it sends out a little beep, a little noise, and Frankie gets really excited because every time I use this camera, it's for his channel, and he just knows the sound. And he's like, "Oh my god, we're filming!" So he he loves to film because he knows we're going to do something. But we're not doing anything yet. I'm sorry. So other than him just hating to go downstairs, he's also developed the habit, which you already heard, is he's a lot more vocal with his whines. He used to like never really whine. Even as a puppy, he wasn't a big whiner. But lately, when I leave the home or when he's really excited, he's been a lot more vocal in the whining sense. Right now, I have to go and drop off some books at the post office to send out, and it's not too far, so I'm gonna leave the camera here with Frankie, and I've never heard him make a noise yet when I leave, but apparently he does, so we're gonna see. Now, normally I would not talk to him. Okay, he thinks we're going outside to play frisbee because I put on a hat and I grab my gloves, but we're not going to do that. So he's developed these habits of like, okay, are we going to do something great or are we not going to do any? Like, he doesn't, or he does know what we're doing now, which is different because when we were at the old place, when we were at the apartment, we were going out, we were doing something new every day. There was no back door to go let him out. We would go outside the front door with a leash. So every single time he thought he was either going out to pee or maybe we were going on a walk, maybe we were going to go play, maybe we were going to the car. He had no idea. Now he has a bit of an idea, which is interesting. Also, normally I would never talk this much at the front door. I would pack my stuff and I would go. I don't say bye to my dog. I don't say hi to my dog when I walk in. But today is a little bit different because we're going to try to film it. Just got back home and we don't greet him because then it teaches him to be overly excited every time I come home or every time I leave. And so I haven't watched the footage back yet. So whether or not he whines, what I'm going to do is I'm going to desensitize the door in the future. I'm going to leave more often without him because it's been hard with COVID. Everyone's always at home. And I'm going to come back in and leave and come back in and not pay attention to him and try to keep him calm. And hopefully that's going to help. Now he has been absolutely loving the backyard and he's been doing so well. He comes out and he pees and he poops and he comes right back in, and it's amazing. And I think the reason why it works, like I know a lot of people have like complaints about their dogs like not coming back. I think the reason why it works for us is because when I let him out to go pee, I don't walk out with him, I don't bring out a toy, we go out, we do our job, and we go back in. there's different times for different stuff, and with him knowing like, okay, when I grab these certain gloves, it means we're going out to play. You know, I think also having a smart dog kind of helps that, and he's been really good. So I guess this is like a good habit. Look at the wind in his ears. And now there's one more thing, which has probably been the biggest stressor for me. Up. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm in here too, mister. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in here together. This, ladies and gents, has been the biggest stressor for your boy. I don't know why, but the Jeep has become something that's really stressed him out. He's been shaking on rides, and he was never huge about the car, but he was never scared of the car. And I think what made him like this is because we were moving boxes, and I was bringing him along while we're moving boxes. And so when he hears the littlest of noise, he's like, oh my God, is this associated with another move? I don't know. But maybe just sitting in here might help him. Just to understand, like, hey, this isn't a scary thing. Even if it's moving, you know, it's not that scary. And if you're ever wondering, we're walking the Kurgo. I don't know what it's called. Just like this, the seat thing, the seat cover. And then also on the seat belts, we rock the Kurgo seat belt. And it works well. It plugs right in, and no complaints. The reason why I use a seatbelt over a crate, one, the crate's not practical for my lifestyle, and that's huge. And two, I always think about it in the sense that, like, okay, say I was to get in a crash and the crate dents and you can't open the door, and then you have to pry open a door. But if a seatbelt gets stuck, I just have to cut it with the knife that I always carry. Or I can easily unclip it from 3 different ways, like his harness, his collar, or the seat belt. There's pros and cons to everything. That's just why we use it. And I hate to think that way and think so drastically, but it's important to stay safe. So stay safe in the best way that you can. This isn't so scary. You want to go back inside? Yeah, let's go back inside. Stay. Okay, come on. Go. Up. Good boy. Now, I briefly talked about this last time, but we always forget to give our dogs treats, especially as they grow up, and it doesn't get less impressive when they do something amazing. They still need to be rewarded. There's still fears and worries as we grow up, and same with our dogs. Cariano, 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 cariano. Promise he's gonna eat them. He's just picky at first. He's like, oh, this is healthy. See? I told you so. Good. And as for the basement, there's really not much I can do. It's just gonna take time of me being down here and him maybe wanting to come down and see me. But I think maybe I can bring his bed down here, make it a little bit more cozy. We're still unfinished. There's still a lot of stuff to do down here, so maybe that might help. But my brother also works above us, so Frankie is constantly looking up because he can hear like the cracks on the floor or the water running, and he gets a little stressed. So again, treats are really important because it takes his mind off of everything. See? He just noticed the sound, and then he's like, wait a second, there's treats here. This is way better than listening and paying attention to the sound. So, yeah, that's awesome. It's not going to be instant. So over time, as he's hearing noises, and as he's thinking, okay, I hear the noises, I'm not dying, I'm getting treats for just being down here. So every time he looks at that noise and then gets away from it, I'm going to distract him with treats. And this is the same method that I used for city buses when he was too scared of city buses. I would sit there and I'd feed him treats while that noise was going by and being so scary, and teaching him that that noise isn't that bad. And now he's selectively not hearing it. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, it's a little sad, but I think over time, with enough treats, we're gonna get there.